Yeah. Okay, I understand. Did I sign all the papers right? Okay, then, call me when it's done. Yes, I'm sure. Oh, Uncle Otto, you're okay to drive, right? Good. All right, I love you too. Fuck it! How's the ankle?
I'll live.
You're not gonna call a lawyer, are you?
Oh, it's no big deal. It just surprised me is all.
Yeah, you let out quite a yell.
Well, you step on a welcome mat, you don't expect to fall through the porch. It was like a trap door or something.
I didn't realize the wood had rotted that much. I'll put some plywood over it tomorrow. Just be careful on your way out.
Yeah, fool me twice, shame on me. Hey, thanks for pulling me out of that hole.
Well, I heard you yell.
I apologize for my language. I don't normally talk like that in front of a lady.
Oh, please, I've heard worse. You know, when I opened the door and I saw you way down there, I thought you were some Christmas elf or something.
A Christmas elf?
Yeah, there you were, waist deep in the broken wood. Looked like you were 3 foot tall.
Boy, I've been called a lot of things in my life.
But you're doing okay?
Well, it's not like it's broken or anything. I'm just a little shaky.
Well, I'll tell you what, when you leave, go out the back just to be safe. You know, I'm planning a lot of renovations in the spring. Ground's too hard now, gotta wait until the thaw.
Oh, good. Might want to fix that sign, too. I think the bulb is out. I wasn't sure you were open or not.
Yeah, I got a neon light guy in Carteret who's gonna take care of that. There's a special kind of gas you have to use.
Well, I guess I'll be going.
Oh, no, you don't. You took quite a spill.
I'll be fine.
No,
oh, boy.
You're not so fine.
Oh.
Sit down before you fall, will ya? I don't want you blacking out while you're driving home.
Whew.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, no thank you.
What do you mean, no thank you? A girl offers you a shot, you take the shot.
Yeah, but I don't normally...
Come on, live a little. It'll help settle your nerves.
Well, you might be right. But my doctor says I gotta be careful.
Yeah?
Yeah, I have these nervous spells.
Yeah?
Yeah, my nerves are shot.
Well, adeste fidelis.
Okay, what you said.
Let me see the ankle.
It's fine.
It's swollen. Here, put this on your ankle.
Oh, no thank you.
Just do it.
Okay.
So, I don't think I've seen you here before.
Yeah, never been. Drove by 1,000 times,
Well,
but
better
never...
late than never. Welcome to O'Brien's Tavern. Still a little shaky there.
I'll be fine. I'm surprised you're open on Christmas Eve.
Well, some people got nowhere else to go, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So I was looking at that plaque.
Which one?
The Beauty Queen?
Yeah, runner-up, Miss New Jersey, 1972.
Sandy O'Brien. Wow, she must really be something. I didn't mean to offend you.
Life has a habit of taking its toll on a girl, even a beauty queen.
Oh, it's you! Oh, I'm sorry. My eyesight. That picture's really faded.
Okay, knock it off. Come on, you're making me sound pathetic. I'm not pathetic.
Of course not. You're a beautiful woman.
Just
It's
shut
just
up, will ya?
It's nice to meet you, Ms. O'Brien.
Sandy, and you are?
Barney.
Barney, as in Bernard, like Saint Bernard.
You can just call me Barney.
So, you from around here, Barney?
Originally, I'm from Wisconsin, but I lived in New Jersey for 50 years. Oh, over in Winfield Park.
Shoebox City? Is that a trailer park or?
No. I mean, it's low-income housing, but it's nice.
Really?
You know what? It is actually the smallest town in New Jersey.
Well, there's a Jeopardy question you'll never hear. So, what are you doing over here on Christmas Eve?
A business. I had a delivery.
So late?
Well, I don't know if you looked out the window lately, but the snow's coming down pretty thick out there.
Huh. Oh, yeah, the train's even stopped. Clearing the tracks, I guess. Well, your family must be worried. Do you want to use the telephone?
No family. How about you? You got family?
Yeah, my daughter Dixie.
She's not home on Christmas Eve?
No, she had a thing. The Girl Scouts are singing carols at the old folks' home up the tracks.
Oh, that's adorable. So are you like a den mother or something?
Used to be.
What happened?
Oh, I'm not going to bend your ear with my problems.
Oh, look at me.
No, sit.
I don't want to ruin your holiday or nothing.
Yeah, I got more customers than I can handle. Just relax, will ya? You're not ruining anything. So, a couple of months ago, I'm on the committee planning how to decorate the town for Christmas, you know? They didn't really like my idea much. I got a lot of ideas. I'm kind of like an idea person.
What was your idea?
I'm like an original thinker, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So, all these ladies, everybody is like 20 years older than me, they're throwing out the same old boring decoration gimmicks. You know, like Mrs. Reedy wanted to wrap the streetlights with red and white ribbon to make them look like candy canes.
Right.
Mrs. Davis suggested spray painting snow on the windows downtown. Just very standard, unimaginative stuff, right?
Sounds like it.
So, now it's my turn, so I get up, and I put a lot of thought into this. So I get up and I pitch my idea.
Which was?
Which was catch, decorate, and release.
Catch, decorate, and release. Okay, I'm with you.
Okay, so the idea is this. We'd catch a whole bunch of squirrels in town, humanely.
Squirrels.
Yeah. And decorate them with Christmas colors, you know, red, green, gold, with like a powder or something so it doesn't harm them. And sprinkle a little glitter on their tails, maybe. And perhaps even affix some antlers made out of pipe cleaners to their little heads. And then release them back into the town, you know, to frolic and spread good cheer.
Catch, decorate, and release. How'd that go over with the Girl Scouts?
My daughter barred me from any more meetings.
They didn't go for it?
Deafening silence. Dixie stormed out of the room.
Well, perhaps the whole antler idea was a bridge too far.
Perhaps. I guess I kind of see her point.
Yeah?
Yeah. Also, I think I might have been a little high that night.
Oh, with the marijuana.
Yeah, with the marijuana. That doesn't make me a drug fiend, by the way.
Oh no, I don't judge.
Good, because I get some of my best ideas when I'm stoned. I guess that wasn't one of them. But hey, it could have been worse. Dixie could have quit the Girl Scouts altogether.
So you were sacrificed for the greater good.
Yeah, that's the right way to look at it. I like that.
Sounds more noble.
Yes, noble, that's me.
But she enjoys the Girl Scouts?
Yeah, she complains a lot.
Yeah?
Sure, but she's 13. That's her job. She complains, but she still goes. I think she just stays for the uniform.
The uniform?
Yeah, she loves the uniform.
You know, it's funny you should say that. My son was exactly the same way. Just loved uniforms. Cub Scouts, Boy Scouts, Little League, ROTC. I mean, he was an insecure little kid, but boy, those uniforms, they made him stand up a little taller.
I thought you didn't have family.
Oh, yeah, well, after high school, this was 15 years ago now, he wanted to volunteer for the Army. His mother, she forbid it. She was a lot younger than me. She made me promise I wouldn't let him enlist.
Uh-huh.
But, it really took the wind out of his sails, you know? He started smoking, drinking, hanging with a bad crowd. I mean, he was a good kid, but he was headed for trouble. It broke my heart. So, I drove him down to enlist.
Oh, I bet your wife didn't love that.
Yeah, we split up over it.
I'm sorry. It sucks when people leave.
I didn't mean to dump all that on you. It's just Christmas makes
So
it...
your wife just walked away?
Didn't even say goodbye.
So how'd your son do in the war?
Oh, he was killed immediately. Tet Offensive. Some town I can't pronounce.
Oh my God. So you two went through all that grief alone? Without each other to lean on?
Yeah, I guess it would have been nice to have somebody to,
Lean on.
You know, they say you come into this world alone and you go out alone. But in between, I always thought I would have somebody that I could,
Lean on.
Last time I saw her was at his funeral, across the street at St. Gertrude Cemetery.
No way! My whole family's over there!
No kidding.
Yeah. Most everybody is buried around that big dogwood tree, right across the church there.
My son's just to the right, back by the fence.
You know, when I was in high school during Vietnam, my dad would take me to some of the military funerals there. He was a veteran. He'd help organize things.
So maybe you were at my son's funeral.
Could be.
How about that?
Hey, have you seen that Vietnam wall they just put up in D.C.?
I'm planning to.
So you were saying about the last time you saw your wife.
You don't want to hear my sob story.
Hey, I'm asking. So, Your son's funeral.
Well, my wife wouldn't look at me. She wouldn't talk to me. Nobody would. I stood in the back.
That's pretty rough.
I guess I don't blame her, though.
So, you haven't seen your wife in 15 years?
No.
So you're in the dark about where she went, what she did?
Well, that's the thing. See, I'd visit his grave, and Bobby, my son's name was Bobby. I got a picture of him when he's 10 years old. So I'd go to St. Gertrude's to Mass, and I'd light a candle, you know? And then I'd visit his grave. Not all the time, just special occasions. His birthday, Christmas, Easter, when it rains. I just hate the thought of him over there in the wet ground all by himself. I mean, he was just a kid. I want him to know his father still loves him.
Sure.
So, turns out that my wife, my ex-wife, she was visiting too.
Well, if you never saw her again, how'd you know she was visiting?
Well, that's the thing. When she'd visit, she'd bring flowers in a card. And in the card, she'd fill him in on what was going on in her life.
So you read her cards?
Yeah, she remarried, had another baby, little girl. She was a lot younger than me.
Yeah, you said. So you read her cards?
Yeah, why? You think that makes me a bum for doing that?
No, I mean, what do I know? I don't know nothing.
Oh, you don't give yourself enough credit. You got a lot going on.
Yeah, I'm a friggin' genius. So you read her cards and?
Made me feel close to him, like I still had a family, you know?
Okay.
Only today, I was in the area, like I said, making a delivery. So I stopped across the street, and the card said she was moving to Oregon.
Oh, I hear it's nice there.
Yeah, her and her new family are moving to Oregon. She didn't know when she'd ever be able to come back and visit again.
Oh.
Only,
What?
well, after she signed the card,
Yeah.
there was a P.S.
And?
The P.S. said, "I forgive you, Barney."
So, all this time she knew you were reading those cards?
Yeah.
Like, maybe all along she was writing to you too?
Like, yeah.
Oh, man. That's, how's the nerves?
Better.
The ankle?
Swelling's gone down.
Should I swap that out for a fresh bag?
Nope, still cold.
You know, it might work a little better if you actually put it on your ankle.
Okay.
So, are you a mailman or?
What?
You said you were delivering stuff.
Oh, no, I don't work for the post office. I wish I did. Those guys get good benefits. It's just a private company. Hey, that corned beef was great. How much I owe you?
Forget about it. I need another shot. How about you?
Oh, I couldn't possibly.
On the house.
I try to shy away from the hard stuff.
Oh, then how about a beer?
Well, you got any, white Zinfandel?
White Zinfandel?
Yeah, my doctor thinks that maybe white Zinfandel wouldn't be too bad from time to time.
You did not strike me as a Zinfandel man. But sure, one white Zinfandel coming up.
Thanks for dinner.
Kind of a tradition. Every Christmas Eve and most Fridays. Glad someone was here to eat it.
It was good. You know, every time I try to fix corned beef, it comes out like a brick. What's your secret?
My dad's recipe.
Oh, send my compliments.
Dead.
Oh, I'm sorry. When did he,
November 11th, 1970.
Oh, so it's been a while.
13 years. Veterans Day. He and my Uncle Otto were arm wrestling. My dad had a heart attack and died right there. Kind of my fault.
What? Why would you blame
Doesn't
yourself?
matter.
Well, is your mother still with us?
Not sure. Hey, you know what?
What?
My mom was on Broadway.
Broadway. Wow. Was she a star?
Chorus. She was a dancer and a damn good one. Dance captain.
What's that?
You know, like the lead dancer. Legs up to here.
Broadway. Wow.
Yep. Late 40s. Those were her glory days.
I bet she had fun.
Oh, you have no idea. My mom performed in the first Tony Awards. She was on the Ed Sullivan Show. She met President Truman. My mom boinked Marlon Brando.
You're making that up.
Cross my heart. They were in acting class together. They had a thing.
Ha! Did your dad know?
Of course not. Besides, that was before they met.
How about that? So why'd she stop dancing?
Blew her knee out right in the middle of sit down, you're rocking the boat. But the good news was that her future was sitting out in the audience. A distinguished gentleman came backstage to see how she was. She asked if he was a doctor, and he said, "Even better, I'm a bartender." They were married soon after.
So your dad just saw something he liked and he went after it. I admire that. Takes guts.
My dad was a badass.
Yeah?
He lied about his age to get into World War I.
Did he see action?
Plenty. Ever heard of the Lost Battalion?
No.
Well, you should. Look it up. Then, in World War II, he was too old for the army, so he lied about his age again. He served in both wars.
So when did your family buy this bar?
They didn't buy it. They built it. This used to be the old mortuary for St. Gert's Cemetery. My dad bought the building, lived upstairs, and he and my Uncle Otto turned the cellar into a pub.
What year was that?
33.
So 50 years ago.
Yeah. Beginning of the month, we had a little party. My mom, Uncle Otto, Dixie, and me, looking at old photos, telling stories. It was great. That was the last time my mom came downstairs.
Wait, you said 1933. Wasn't that Prohibition?
Yep, and the Depression. They had balls back then. I don't know how they paid for it, but my dad and Uncle Otto opened O'Brien's Tavern December 5th, 1933. There's a plaque over there. They were ready the day Prohibition ended. Big party. We've been whooping it up ever since.
I always wanted to have my own business. So when did you take over?
When my dad passed away, my mom and I have been running the place since. Only job I ever had. How about you? You've always been a delivery guy?
No, just the last couple of years.
Oh, what'd you do before that?
I was a cop.
A cop? Really?
Yeah, but that's all over now.
Why'd you leave the force?
You don't want to listen to some old man telling war
Come
stories.
on. I've been spilling my guts. Let's hear about you. Besides, you're not so old. You're kind of cute.
Oh, boy. Been a long time since a lady said that to me.
No kidding. You got a little something.
Well,
So, why'd you leave the force?
Well, after my son died, my wife left. I hit kind of a rough patch, got in a little trouble.
Trouble.
Excessive force.
Oh,
Yeah, things got a little out of hand. I had to retire.
a little out of hand, right.
But that's ancient history, and I don't like to focus on the negative. So anyway, how about you? You never married?
That's a hell of a thing to say. Of course I was married. My daughter's legitimate.
I
My
didn't-
daughter's not a bastard child or a bitch child or whatever you call it.
I apologize.
Forget it, forget it. No need to apologize. It's me. It's just been a long day.
Well, don't let me keep you up.
No, sit down, please. Just forget I said that. It's Christmas Eve. Let's keep having a nice visit here, okay? Harley.
No, Barney.
That was my husband's name.
Oh, Dixie's father.
Harley was my husband. Actually, his name was Normand.
Norman.
I know, right? What an awful name, Normand.
Well, actually, I had an
So I
uncle.
changed it. I called him Harley because he had a motorcycle.
Oh, he rode a Harley Davidson.
No, but what was I supposed to do? Call him Yamaha? That would be ridiculous.
Of course. So how did you guys meet?
The 7-Eleven up the tracks. He'd come roaring in. It was freezing, and he'd be wearing just blue jeans and a brown leather jacket. And I was
A beauty queen.
runner-up.
Who came in first?
Ever heard of Meryl Streep?
Of course.
Me too. Wasn't her. Sometimes if a guy's drunk enough, or I am, I say it was her. But it wasn't. Wish it was. Makes a better story.
What was your talent?
Well, as you know, I'm an idea person.
Antlers on a squirrel.
Well, it was more than that. Perhaps I didn't describe it clearly.
No, I got it all.
Okay, so my talent in the competition thing was that I pitched an idea for a highly marketable product.
What was the product?
Sandy's Panties.
Sandy's Panties.
Yep, a line of men's underwear designed to provide a bit more structure.
Structure.
Mm-hmm. Here it is. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, here goes. Sandy's Panties. It's like a bra for your balls.
You said that out loud in front of all those people?
My motto has always been go big or go home.
You went big.
And I went home.
So who finished first?
Vicky Sama. She played Proud Mary on the accordion.
A classic.
But I kicked her ass in the swimsuit competition. Miss Piscataway said I looked like Ally McGraw. I think she maybe had the hots for me. But in any event, blue jeans and brown leather jacket Harley was older than me and very long.
Long?
Hey, don't be gross. Have some fucking class, will ya? He had long arms, long legs, long hair.
I wasn't...
Well, everybody had long hair then.
And you fell in love.
I was pregnant.
Ah, so Norman did the right thing.
Hardly. It all happened pretty quick.
Well, what'd your parents think of all that?
My mom didn't love it, but she's a practical person, so my dad made him old.
How so?
Well, he wanted me to be his little princess, like father knows best. My dad was very, pervasive. Providence?
Provincial.
Yeah, that! I was a real handful. Thought I knew all the answers. You know the drill. He did not deserve that.
Teenagers, they can break your heart.
Won't be long before Dixie turns on me completely.
You know, I heard that grandchildren are your reward for not killing your children.
That's perfect. Did you make that up?
I heard it on the radio. So, did your father and Harley get along?
No.
No.
No. I was his little girl and he was blue jeans and a brown leather jacket.
Not good enough for his little princess.
The long hair didn't help. And I was pregnant. That's what made my father old. That whole time was just terrible, unhealthy. My dad died, unexpected, just before my daughter was born.
So did Harley pitch in and help with the bar at least?
No, look, he was a bad guy, okay? Gambler. Couldn't be trusted with the cash register.
But did he treat you and your daughter okay?
Well, as long as my mom was around, he did. My mom was a force of nature.
I'll bet.
Harley was afraid of her. She keeps a shotgun filled with rock salt behind the bar.
Rock salt? Wow, that's old-fashioned. So your mom kept your husband in line?
Until last year. She got real sick.
With what?
Breast cancer. It's all the rage around here.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
As soon as she got sick, things changed. Harley started abusing Dixie and me. Our doctor said that my husband displayed symptoms of being a guy who doesn't know right from wrong.
Sociopath.
Yeah! How'd you guess that?
It was a thing on 60 Minutes. So he hurt you guys?
Yeah. One night it got so bad I thought that was the end for my daughter and me. My mom heard the commotion upstairs. Too weak to get out of her hospital bed, she called the cops.
Yeah?
He was on top of Dixie. I broke a pool cue over his back to get him off, but he grabbed it from my hand and held the jagged end against my neck. Dixie was screaming. It was a big relief when the police walked in.
Your mother did the right thing.
We'd never called the police before, Wanted to keep my private business private. But anyway, now the whole town knows my business. Lost a lot of customers.
They'll forget eventually. But your husband is out of your life now? Doesn't cause trouble for you guys no more?
Dead.
Your husband is dead now.
Soon after he was arrested, his motorcycle smashed into a wall doing 70.
Yeah? When was that?
About a year ago, November.
Huh.
What?
I think I remember reading about it in the Star Ledger, maybe.
It was in the Star Ledger?
Well, it could have been the Jersey Journal.
Huh, I didn't know that. Yeah, it was Thanksgiving Saturday. No skid marks.
Huh?
No skid marks, like he didn't even try to stop. He never struck me as suicidal, but then there's a lot of things I didn't know about him. We just told Dixie that he left town. All the cops gave me were his blue jeans and brown leather jacket. Said that was all that was left of him. Maybe that's all there ever was of him to begin with.
So do you ever worry about your daughter and that whole sociopath thing?
No,
Like, is it hereditary?
doesn't matter.
Why doesn't it matter?
They're not actually related.
I don't understand.
Harley isn't Dixie's father.
Oh, gosh, look at me prying into your
Oh,
private...
no, look, it's okay. I mean, it's not like I'll ever see you again. Feels kind of good to get all this off my chest.
Oh, I'm like that, am I?
Yep.
Okay, fair enough. In that case, who is Dixie's father? Oh no, I gotta get going.
Oh, come on. Another sip won't hurt you. How's the nerves?
Better. You know what? I think the wine is helping. Plus, you know what? It's nice to talk to somebody.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not usually comfortable talking to people, but I am with you.
Right back at you, Barney. Come here, come here, come here. Help me be Santa Claus. So, Dixie's father. It's rather complicated, but in a nutshell, Dixie's dad is actually the only man I ever loved. Still love him, but he's gone forever.
Why?
He was older than me. I'd known him all my life. He used to pick on me when I was a kid because I was chubby. He had this nickname for me, which I hated.
What was the nickname?
Doesn't matter. I'd laugh it off, but then I'd cry myself to sleep at night. Hated that damn nickname. That hook there.
Well, that sounds cruel.
Yeah, but he had a rotten childhood, so... Anyway, we hadn't seen each other in years. After I finally graduated high school, he got a job here as a bartender. I'd had that growth spurt.
Growth spurt.
Yeah, it was funny. First few years of high school, I was invisible because I was...
Because you were fat.
Fuck you! I wasn't fat! I was chubby!
Oops. Sorry.
But the summer after my junior year, the equipment showed up. Came back to school and I was every teacher's favorite.
Even the female teachers?
Hated my guts.
Well, that's not really fair.
Well, I never really met fair. You? Anyway, they had a point. My senior year, I was dating the history teachers.
You dated your history teacher?
Teachers.
Teachers? How many?
Just the two.
You dated 2 history teachers at the same time.
Yeah, but I only slept with the one. Oh, no, wait. Never mind.
You slept with 2 history teachers?
Yeah, but separately. Except for that once.
Wow. High school's different now. So is Uncle Otto on a liquid diet or what?
Sort of. Anyway, the secret got out. They both lost their jobs. One of them had a wife and kids. I still feel shitty about that.
Well, how old were these history teachers?
Early 40s, I guess. I never thought of myself as a homewrecker, but...
Well, they ought to be ashamed of themselves.
Well, I was just happy someone was being nice to me, you know?
Well, they were supposed to be the adult, not you. So anyway, after high school, this bartender noticed you weren't fat anymore.
Chubby! I was never fat. I was chubby. But yes, he took notice of my developments. Never heard that damn nickname again. It took a minute, but then this bartender and I really hit it off.
Oh, hey, we forgot one. So how old was the bartender?
What?
How old was the bartender? Are you okay?
What? Oh, yeah, it's just, never mind. The bartender, let's see, this was 1969 because the Mets won. Are you a Mets fan?
Yankees.
Yeah, I don't blame you. So, I was like 19 and the bartender, he was, 25 or 6.
Okay.
Man, we were like electricity together, like magic, like we needed each other, like it was an emergency or something, you know? Couldn't get enough of, wow. Did you ever feel that with someone?
Grace.
What?
Grace. My wife's name was Grace. I felt that with her.
Grace, that's a pretty name.
Yeah, you kind of remind me of her a little bit.
Yeah?
Yeah, she always looked real cheerful.
Well, looks can be deceiving. Anyway, my dad found out we were a thing, and he banished him from our universe, never to return. Joined the Navy.
Oh.
Vietnam.
Oh. Your father hated him that much.
My father loved him that much.
I don't understand.
Dixie's father is my first cousin, Danny.
Oh, that was clumsy of me.
No
Ah,
biggie, it
crap.
happens all the
Look
time.
at that. I come in here, start
Relax,
throwing wine
relax,
everywhere.
it's okay,
wow,
really.
wow. Okay,
Are your
so
nerves coming back?
so you guys are first cousins.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, Christ, now you think I'm some kind of hillbilly.
I don't.
It's not illegal, by the way.
It's not?
No, it isn't. It's just a little creepy, but I don't care. Other than Dixie, he is the best thing that ever happened to me.
So, does your father know that you were pregnant with your first cousin's baby?
God, no. He thought it was Harley.
Did the cousin, Danny, you said his name was Danny? Did Danny know that he was the father?
Nope. He walked out of here without even saying goodbye. Joined the Navy. I thought he might come back for my dad's funeral, but nope.
So you don't have any idea what happened to him?
He wrote me a couple letters, then nothing. There were rumors that he's in the mob now, but who knows?
Who told you that?
Well, a bunch of years ago, after that big gangland murder in Perth Amboy, remember?
Doesn't ring a bell.
Well, come on, you read the papers. It was all over.
Yeah, I guess I must have been.
You'd have to be living under a rock not to have read about it. It was some big mafia vendetta thing. They killed somebody's whole family as retribution for an offense. Gambino or Zamboni or whatever.
Yeah, I guess, things can get a little out of hand sometimes.
A little out of hand is when a drunk stumbles into the ladies' room. These people had their heads blown off.
It's a violent world.
Well, anyway, not long after that, a couple of goons walk in here asking my mom and me about my cousin Danny.
Goons?
Gangsters.
After all these years?
Yep.
What'd you tell them?
I told them the truth. We had no idea what happened to him. But my mom, being my mom, added that Danny was always a good boy who never ever got into any trouble.
Was that the truth?
Of course not. He was fucking his first cousin.
Ah, crap.
Here, set this up over there, will ya? And this. Yeah, even as a kid, Danny was always getting into fights. I remember once he had his teeth knocked in. Ever since he disappeared, we sort of assumed your old cousin Dan was in the mob. You know, a few times a year, I see a couple of guys parked in a sedan over by the tracks just staring at the bar.
Who are they?
Not sure, but one of them looks like Luca Brasi.
That big guy from The Godfather?
Yep.
Oh, rat's ass.
I mean, for all I know, they're just city inspectors taking a cigarette break. But you know what? Everybody in New Jersey thinks everybody else is in the mob. Makes a better story. Move that table.
So, when your cousin left, he didn't know that you were pregnant?
At that point, I didn't even know I was pregnant.
So, who knows that Danny's the father?
Just my mom and me. And you.
And me.
You know, when I was young, it used to bug me because I had some romantic ideas, but it's been my experience that everybody is out for themselves.
I see.
Well, let me ask you an honest question. Isn't everybody out for themselves?
I suppose they are.
Thank you.
Oh, boy.
Still coming down?
Yeah, no change. Still, my nerves are better, so I should probably go.
Well, what? Are you kidding? You got a death wish? Stick around. Keep a lady company, why don't you?
I just remembered, I got a thing.
Look, I realize you don't know me from Adam, but I'm having a pretty bad day. I'm expecting a call, and would you mind staying just a little bit longer? I really don't want to be alone right now. Please? Forget it. Go.
Oh, man, are you okay?
No, I'm not. It's just that people suck, that's all. Go ahead, run away from the crazy girl.
Oh, I don't think you're crazy. I think you're wonderful. I don't normally get a chance to talk to a woman as beautiful and as nice as you. It's like a privilege, you know? I just thought maybe, I don't know, you had like holiday plans or something.
Yeah, I've been invited to the Vatican for midnight mass.
I'll stay a while.
Really?
Sure.
Oh my God, thank you.
Go.
It's just,
Okay.
you want some eggnog? Plenty of rum.
Sure, no room for me though.
All right, one virgin eggnog coming up. So now you think I'm a pathetic girl, don't you?
Oh, I don't think you're pathetic. I think you're probably lonely. God knows I understand that.
Thanks.
This Zinfandel is really good.
Orson Welles' favorite.
Yeah, is he a customer?
No, the commercial. We will sell no wine before
it's time. Of course. You better be careful about a hangover.
Clear to clear, never fear.
Come again?
Ooh, I like the sound of that.
What?
Vodka and rum are both clear alcohol. I'll do fine. If you mix with scotch, cognac, or tequila, then you're in trouble. So tell me more about you.
Nothing to tell.
Come on.
Well, not like you. I mean, your life could be a movie. I'm just a regular schlub.
Well, let's hear your regular schlub story. Everybody's got a story. You know how it works. It's like eggnog. It can be a little boring, so you pour in some rum to spice it up. Make a better story. So, you said you had a wife and a kid who died in Vietnam. That was pretty,
Sad?
Yeah, but it also made me want to listen more. I wanted to lean into it. I felt it was,
Compelling.
yeah, compelling. If I hang out with you, I might start to sound smarter. I think smart guys are sexy. Come on, say something sexy.
Well, it's not sexy, but I used to have a second job as the night manager at the Little King restaurant on Route 22. Does that get your motor running?
No way, I know that place. Passed it 1,000 times too, never been.
Yeah, I was there a bunch of years.
When'd you retire?
A couple hours ago.
No way, congratulations. That calls for a drink.
It does?
Yeah, stand up, make it formal. To the golden years.
If you say so.
Hell yeah. You know, when I was a kid, there were rumors that the Little King restaurant was a place like a front for laundering money. They called it the Mafia King.
I never heard nothing about that.
Well, like I said, everybody is mob happy around here. So, did they throw a party for you?
Nope. I just tossed the keys to the new kid, said Merry Christmas. He said he wasn't a believer. I left.
Too depressing. You see, this is where you gotta lie a little. Spice up your story, keep a girl's attention.
Well, I don't think I'm depressed. It's just since my son, I don't expect as much.
Come on, how about some good news? I need some good news.
Oh, my friend gave me $100 today. A bonus, like a retirement present.
A bonus! That's nice, that's something.
Yeah.
A friend of yours?
Yeah, the guy I deliver for.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was a side thing I had, but like I said, now I'm getting a promotion, so...
A promotion! That's great.
Yeah, that's why I retired, so I could work for him more.
Your friend.
Yeah, you know, with the Little King, not a lot of action. I was alone way too much. It really started to get to me, you know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
You do?
Believe me.
Yeah, like an emptiness, like a real bad emptiness, you know what I mean?
You are preaching to the choir, my friend.
Really? I didn't think other people thought like that. Yeah, you know, it's like when you're alone so much, you think, why am I still here? So when this opportunity came along with my friend...
Does this friend of yours have a name?
Oh, yeah, Mr. Winters.
So what else do you do for Mr. Winters?
Just deliver stuff.
Just deliver stuff.
Yeah, but like I said, now I'm going to get more responsibility, so I'm kind of optimistic about it, as long as I don't mess up.
Mess up.
Yeah, he's a real meticulous kind of guy. Likes things done only his way. Pretty strict about it, too.
Control freak?
Oh, I wouldn't say that. Yeah. Yeah, he's got a really mean temper, too. Still, he's been good to me. So far.
That's good. That's promising. Your story's getting better. Want to do a belly shot?
What?
A belly shot.
What's that?
Man, you are square. A belly shot. I lay down on the bar and you pour a shot in my belly button and then you drink it.
With Zinfandel?
With whatever.
Whatever?
News bulletin. It ain't about the shot. It's about the belly.
Man, does that sound appealing. Thanks, though. No, not right now.
You sure?
I'm not sure of anything today. Not now, though, thanks. Boy, my friend may be having me drive all over the tri-state area if I do good with this new thing.
It's nice to have friends. We should be friends.
I work on cars, too. I do that.
Yeah? Can you fix a transmission? Because I could really use some work on my transmission.
That's not my specialty.
Well, what is your specialty? Shit, you know something? I forgot your name, sailor.
That's okay, I forgot my name too. Barney, it's Barney.
St. Bernard,
Yeah.
right? Barney, you got kind eyes. I like your eyes. Hey, Barney, want to slam our nogs together?
What?
You want to slam our nogs together?
Slam our nogs together?
The eggnog!
Oh, the eggnog, sure.
What kind of girl do you think I am, Barney?
Oh, I think you're a good girl.
Guess again.
What?
Come on, try and keep up with me, Barney. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh boy, Barney! You're making me work really hard here.
I'm sorry, it's just that,
That's all right, Barney. Subtlety is not my first language. So, I can tell you like to talk, so we'll play it your way. We'll talk first. So, you retired today, so what? You got a retirement plan?
Nope, just gonna, hopefully work more for my friend.
Mr. Winters?
Yep.
Delivering stuff.
There might be some travel.
Ooh, benefits.
I guess.
You gonna get rich, Barney?
Oh, no.
Well, you got $100. I know that much.
That ain't rich.
Well, hey, it's something. I wish your friend Mr. Winters would give me $100. I could use it.
Yeah, money's tight for you right now?
I won't bore you with the gory details.
Well, that's okay. We gotta talk about something, right?
Right. We are talking. So let's talk. Well, my mom's been sick for a while now with the breast cancer.
Yeah, you know, I heard that that's because of...
Yeah, the high school's built over a toxic dump.
Yeah, chemicals from World War I.
Cancer cluster. Yeah, we'll all be dead before we see any payouts from those lawsuits. Anyway, her treatment has taken all the money, all the savings, all the everything. I'm in debt up to my ass. Oop! Sorry. I'm in debt up to my hiney. Tell me, Barney, do you prefer hiney or maybe tushy?
Well, I don't prefer...
Caboose.
What?
Derriere.
What?
Buttocks, backside bump?
Please stop.
I'm just messing with you, Barney. So, yeah, her treatment has taken all the money. I'm going to lose this place, and my daughter and I will live unhappily ever after.
But what about the neon guy in Carteret and all the renovations when the ground thaws?
I was just yanking your chain, Barney. It made for a better story. The reality is, I can't even afford to heat this place. That's why Dixie's not sleeping here. Too damn cold at night.
Oh, I wondered why it was so chilly.
Yeah, I don't mind the cold. I'm hot-blooded, perhaps you've noticed. But Dixie, I asked her to make a list for Santa Claus, and all she said was, "How about some freaking coal for the goddamn heater?"
Really?
Most kids don't want coal in their stockings. We're going to lose this place.
But it's been in your family forever. Can't your uncle help out?
Uncle Otto drinks a lot, and he's barely getting by himself. Well, all things must pass, as the song goes.
Well, what does your mom say about all this?
My mom's been kind of out of it for a few months now.
So you've been going through all of this all alone. Aren't you maybe you're seeing somebody, like a boyfriend who can help out? You got any tinsel?
Hate it. Ever since they took the lead out, it just doesn't hang right. That's a Garland, though. No boyfriend. In between running this place, taking care of Dixie, my mom, Uncle Otto.
Don't you get lonely?
Clearly.
I mean for something real. Like a boyfriend your own age. You know, like something substantial.
Every once in a while I get the itch, but substantial? No. I have no interest in doing the dating thing.
Oh, right. Like, what's your favorite color?
Exactly. So, then I had this epitaph. No, not epitaph. An epitome. No, that's not it.
Episiotomy?
Yes! No! What? I didn't want to do the dating thing, so I had an episiotomy?
I took a wild guess.
I had an idea. That's my point, because, you know, I'm an idea
person.
You're catching on, Barney. So, every single night, guys come in here and hit on me. But, epiphany, that's what I meant.
Epiphany, got it.
But my parents drilled into my head, don't shit where you eat, if you'll pardon my French.
Sound advice.
Boundaries, right? It's all about boundaries. So, I came up with an idea.
Another idea.
That's right, because
You're an idea person.
we have a winner. So, my idea was all about boundaries. If I could create clear boundaries,
You put a lot of thought into this.
I was pretty lonely.
So what was the idea?
Okay, here's how it works. By the way, if you tell anyone, I'll kill you.
No problem.
No, I mean it. I'll find you and I'll kill you.
I understand.
Then I'll dig up your body and build a cage out of your bones.
Well, that's graphic.
Well, it's a good idea, and I don't want anyone to fuck it up.
Got it. Kill me, dig me up, build a house out of my bones.
Cage. Build a cage out of your bones.
Cage, not house.
Because a house would be creepy.
A cage isn't creepy?
No, it would be appropriate. A cage is already creepy.
But a house?
A house is a house. I wouldn't raise my family in a house made of bones.
My bones.
Anybody's bones.
Well, we're talking about my bones, if I give up your idea, which I haven't even heard yet.
Oh, I see. You want to get back to the dirty stuff. There is hope for you yet, Barry.
Barney!
That's what I said.
Yeah.
I don't want Dixie to find out about it, or my mom.
Find out about what? You haven't said anything yet.
Okay, so, if I'm in the mood, like I am now, while I'm tending bar, I start shopping. If a guy strikes my fancy, I tell him to come back at 9:15 for a slumber party.
A slumber party.
When I'm planning a slumber party, I send Dixie up the tracks to her friend Connie's house for the night. Boundaries, right?
What about your mom?
Oh, she takes her medicine around 7:45, and she conks out in about half hour, 45 minutes. I have a baby monitor thing I put in her room.
You put a lot of work into this.
Well, a girl's got to do what a girl's got to do. So, the guy comes back at 9:15. We have our slumber party. But there's a disclaimer. If you're invited to a slumber party, you may never, ever step foot in O'Brien's Tavern again. No exceptions.
Well, that sounds kind of heartless.
It's the opposite. I spend my entire life with my emotions all locked up tight, except for the slumber party. Oh man, during those 2 hours, 3 hours, 12 minutes, whatever, I jump in with both feet.
That could be overwhelming for a guy.
Well, I haven't had any complaints.
Oh, man.
You look shocked, or what is it?
No, I wish I were a younger man right now.
Clearly you're not too old. Not at all. You got a sophisticated aura, like some distinguished Hollywood guy. What does that tell you?
Tells me you've never been to Hollywood. So what happens if a guy does come back?
He is not served. No one looks him in the eyes. They always leave.
Well, that sounds pretty rough.
Well, they know what they're signing up for.
Wow.
You're blushing, Barney.
No, I mean, who am I to judge? You know what? I admire your honesty. It's refreshing.
So I'm not going to hell, Barney?
Of course not. Of course not. Look at you. Taking care of your mom, raising your daughter all by yourself. I think God sees everything.
Yeah? Well, I'm glad to hear that, Barney, because a girl needs a little excitement in her life, you know?
It's only natural.
What excites you, Barney?
Oh, boy. I'd have to think on that.
Come here. Bring that chair.
I suppose when I was younger...
While you're thinking, make yourself useful. A working girl needs a foot rub, Barney.
Okay. So, when I was younger, I dated a bit, and there was this Polish girl.
You're kidding, right?
What?
Come on, put your back into it.
Oh, okay. So there was this Polish girl.
I'm not going to break, Barney.
Oh, okay.
You're getting there. Come on, don't be shy. Show me what you got. There you go. I knew you had it in you, Barney.
Good, keep me posted.
Count on it.
So where did you say the money came from to build this place?
I think my Uncle Otto had some savings, but they actually built this bar out of coffins.
Excuse me?
You're onto something, Barney. Yeah. Wow, get right in there. Ooh, you've got skills, Barney. If this is any indication of what other talents you've got.
So the bar's made out of coffins, you said?
Like I said, this used to be a mortuary. My Uncle Otto was a carpenter. Oh yeah, right at the arch of the foot there.
Are you all right?
So my Uncle Otto was a carpenter, and he and my dad built this bar out of a bunch of old coffins.
What'd they do with the bodies?
What bodies? No, not used coffins.
Oh.
Yeah, right. They tossed Mrs. Kelly in the garbage. You've got some imagination, Barney.
I've seen worse.
So this is Christmas, and what have you done? Another year over, and a new one's just begun.
You got a nice voice.
Thank you very much. I can't believe the Beatles are never getting back together.
Yeah, I don't know why anyone would want to hurt John Lennon. He always seemed like such a peaceful guy.
Well, everybody wants to feel special, even if it's for doing a bad thing.
You ever felt special?
Miss New Jersey, Garden State Arts Center, huge stage. Got to meet Tom Seaver, remember him?
Miracle Mets.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't a Beatle, but still. Man, John Lennon, I cried for 2 days. You know what? Guys like to kill guys. It's like maybe they're not a nobody no more. Might have something to do with that emptiness you mentioned. So, how about you, Barney? You ever kill anybody?
So the bar's made out of coffins.
Yes, sir.
That sounds like bad luck.
Maybe. Now do this one.
Yes, ma'am.
They tried to have it blessed by a priest a few times.
A priest will bless a bar?
If you give them free drinks, they'll bless a septic tank. What do you think of my feet?
What?
My feet, what do you think of them?
They're fine feet.
That's it? Just fine?
Very fine feet?
Not really a foot guy, are you, Barney?
I got nothing against feet.
But we're talking about my feet.
Okay.
Some guys are crazy for feet.
Your feet?
Yes, my feet. They're one of my best parts.
I see.
Not gonna give me an inch here, are you, Barney?
I think you should go back to the Garden State Arts Center, get up on that stage, and demand to be declared Miss Snazzy Feet 1983.
Now you're talking. Miss Snazzy Feet. I like the sound of that, Barney. Oh, yeah, get right in there. Get right in there. Do not be shy. Ow, 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 ow.
You all right?
No, don't stop. Come on now, big finish. Yeah, yeah, that's it. Oh my God. Oh, go, Daddy! Yeah, they tried to have the bar blessed by a priest a few times.
Did you say go daddy?
Nope.
Okay, where was I?
The bar is unblessable.
Unblessable. Who says so?
The Catholic Church. Let's see, the first victim was in 1933 on the day Prohibition was repealed. Father Murphy, he and Uncle Otto were friends. Crossing the street from St. Gert's to the tavern to perform the blessing, he was run over by a beer truck. The Ladies' Temperance Society took it as a moral victory. The second victim was a bunch of years later. Father Macaulay. He came over to bless the bar, but he and my Uncle Otto got into an altercation.
Yeah?
Macaulay was a creep, said something crude to my mom. He led with his right, made him vulnerable. That's how my Uncle Otto was able to knock him out with just one punch. Gimme. Macaulay hit his head when he fell. Never the same after that. The Archdiocese reassigned him to St. John's in Cranford.
Cranford? What a hellhole. So the bar never got blessed?
Nope.
Wait a minute. You said there were 3 attempts to bless the bar.
Oh yeah, just a few years back, I came up with this idea that...
Antlers on a squirrel.
Enough with the fucking squirrels, okay? So, here was the plan. My mom and I were always scheming something. We are best friends. I swear we spend as much time laughing as talking. So, this time it was more of a publicity stunt to get customers in here than anything else. Father Delgado came over, we had flyers made up, O'Brien's Tavern, Easter egg hunt, and bar blessing on Easter Saturday. Well, we made a big thing out of it for Dixie and her Girl Scout troop. You know, coloring eggs and baskets and chocolate bunnies and stuff. But poor Father Delgado, just as he approached the bar to bless it holy water in hand, never knew what hit him.
He died right there? Jesus, what was it, a heart attack?
Nope, he shit his pants.
He shit his pants.
Yep, he shit his pants right there, wearing the purple vestments and all, big pointy hat, speaking Latin real loud. It was impressive.
Until he shit his pants.
He ran out into the parking lot. All the kids ran after him. His hat fell off. I blame the eggs. You know, to this day, the Girl Scouts say that was their favorite Easter. But I'll tell you, it is a hell of a thing to watch a priest shit his pants.
I can't say I've ever had the pleasure.
I don't recommend it. Anyway, he was the last victim. Oh, we called the church in the fall. I was trying to raise my mom's spirits. But this time, instead of blessing the bar, we asked for an exorcism. You know, it was Halloween. Thought we would pack them in. But St. Gert's demurred. Anyway, the coffin bar is unblessable.
Unblessable.
I made this one for my mom when I was younger than Dixie is now.
Yeah, I don't think the church goes much for exorcism. It's not like in the movies.
Uh-oh. Another non-believer, huh?
Superstition.
So I suppose you don't believe in ghosts either?
Not so much, no.
So you wouldn't be impressed if I told you that the graveyard across the street is haunted?
Is it now?
Oh, yeah.
Haunted by...
Callum.
Callum the ghost. Is he friendly like Casper?
He is not friendly. He appears only on Halloween night.
Of course he does.
I laughed too until I saw him standing by the mausoleum right by the fence there. Scared the life out of me.
Is that his grave?
No, he couldn't be buried at St. Gert's. He was a murderer. A murderer can't be buried in sacred ground, you know?
So I've been told.
Apparently, he was a mean son of a bitch. Lead pipe was his weapon. He appears only on Halloween night at that very spot with this creepy little dog next to him.
What makes a dog creepy?
Other than being a ghost dog, it's all bald and burned up.
So ghosts usually have a reason for appearing at a certain spot.
He was killed on that spot. beaten to death with his own lead pipe. Most think he's out for revenge.
Revenge on the guy who killed him. So who killed him?
My father.
Your father killed Callum? Why? Who was he to your father?
He was my grandfather.
Your father killed his own father.
Self-defense.
And you've seen this ghost?
Yep, when I was a kid.
Really?
Really.
Really?
Could have been my cousin Danny. He was always picking on me, like I said.
Because you were fat.
Fuck you!
I wasn't fat, I was chubby. What was that nickname you said?
I didn't say. Here, you do the honors.
Okay. This was always Bobby's job. Wow. Irish much?
May the wind be always at your back, the sunshine warm upon your face, the rain fall soft upon your fields, and until we meet again, may God hold you in the hollow of his hand.
That was nice.
When my mom tucked me in, we'd always say that prayer together.
So why didn't your parents stop them from calling you names?
They were busy. But my brother Ken kind of looked out for me, though.
You have a brother?
Yep, he's a priest in Ireland now.
Well, that must make your parents proud.
Yeah, I'm the black sheep.
Oh, come on. Sounds like you have a real great relationship with your mom. Is she upstairs?
Hospital.
Oh.
We took her in on Tuesday. Coma. Been visiting.
What?
Last night I could tell that she needed to be cleaned up. I suppose it's a diaper sort of situation. And when I asked the nurse if he could please do that, he dismissed me.
He dismissed you?
Yeah, he said, give me a break. It took us 48 hours to get the alcohol out of her system.
Oh my God.
Like she wasn't fucking worthy or something. I mean, she was in a lot of pain, you know? I mean, she had those pills, sure, but they weren't enough, so they drank. My Uncle Otto and my mom drank. I mean, they didn't invent that. She didn't invent drinking, and this dickless punk thinks my mom's some kind of bag lady. That kid never had a hope of scoring with a woman as beautiful as my mom.
That is awful. That makes me so angry.
Thanks. So, I sat by her bedside for hours, holding her hand, waiting for this punk to leave. When the new shift finally came on, I asked the woman to please help with my mom. She couldn't be nicer.
Good. Well, I'm not good. I mean, it's awful that you had to sit there like that.
I shouldn't have stayed to watch, you know, when they,
Cleaned her up?
yeah. I mean, when she was just lying there in the bed, she just looked like she was sleeping or something, you know?
Yeah.
But, when they had to take her robe off and roll her over and stuff, I could see that she was already gone. My mom wasn't there no more. She was just an empty shell now. You know, when we took her in on Tuesday, she could still look me in the eyes and talk. I mean, what the fuck? Somebody should have told me. Somebody should have told me, Sandy, it's time to say so long, you know? But I missed it. I'm sitting there in this big room thinking I still have a mom, and everybody in that fucking room knows it's over but me. I felt like such a jerk, you know? The ultimate Irish goodbye.
What's that?
An Irish goodbye is when you leave without telling anybody. I got up and ran out the double doors, flying down the stairs, knocking into people. I knew I'd never go back in again.
Is anybody sitting with her now?
My Uncle Otto. He talks to her like she's still here. They were best buddies. But I won't go back again. I can't.
Maybe she'll snap out of it. People can surprise you.
That was my uncle on the phone a few minutes ago. Our doctor starts his shift at 8 p.m. That's when they'd unplug her. Said he'd call me when it's over.
But it's just after 9 now. That means right now.
Apparently, when you unplug someone, the body starts fighting for its life. It could take a few minutes or a couple hours.
Let me drive you over to the hospital. I didn't get a chance to sit with Bobby when he passed. It still haunts me. Maybe there's still time. We can get you over there and you can... Wait! Stop! I can't!
Why not?
I'm out of practice.
You'll be fine. It's like riding a bike.
It's more than that. I can't explain
Did
it.
you lose your nuts in the war or what?
It doesn't feel right.
But you haven't even felt it yet.
I'm sorry. I know you want a slumber
Oh,
party.
forget it.
Susan.
Forget it.
I
You
can't.
disappoint me, Barney.
I'm sorry.
Well, I guess there's a first time for everything.
What?
I've never had a guy say no before.
Never?
Well, you don't have to sound so surprised.
That didn't come out right.
Most guys are pretty happy when...
I understand. I'm pretty happy.
Well, you have a funny way of showing it.
I'm sorry.
It's just, I need to think of something, anything else, you know? I mean, I have never wanted to not be on this planet before. It's like what you said. Why am I still here? There's just too much pain. I can't take it alone. My mother is my best friend in the whole fucking world. I can't. I mean, when my dad died, and when my daughter was born, and when my husband took off, we were in it together, you know? We had each other to
lean on.
This morning, I laid down on my mother's grave.
You what?
They have a double plot. I went across the street where my dad is buried, and I laid on the grave.
Why?
To see what it was going to be like for my mom.
Okay. What'd you learn? Not
much. I scared the hell out of the groundskeeper, though. I need her so badly. And now, right now, she's dying. I mean, is she gasping for air? Is she choking? Calling out my name? Reaching for me? I mean, maybe you're right. Maybe I should have been there, but they said she couldn't hear me, you know? But who knows, you know? Maybe I suck. Maybe I blew it. Maybe I let her down when she needed me the most. I'm so sorry, Mommy. I'm so sorry.
Oh, hey, please don't do that.
I need to not feel this heavy hole in my chest, this emptiness. I can't do this. I can't do this.
Yes, you can.
No, I can't. You don't understand.
I do understand.
Do you?
Yes.
I wish it was me. I wish I was dying. I need to block out these ugly pictures in my head. Oh, God. Oh, God. Goodbye, Mommy. Goodbye, Mommy. Goodbye, Mommy.
That's it. Let it out. Let it all out. You know what? I still say my prayers at night, too. Every night, like clockwork, I pray for my family. Tonight, I'll add Catherine O'Brien to the list.
So nice of you. I knew you were a nice person as soon as we met.
What's the matter? What did I do?
How do you know my mother's name?
What?
My mother's name. You just said my mother's name. I never told you my mother's name was Catherine.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
When?
When you told me about Marlon Brando.
No, I did not. I just said my mother.
Well, then it was when we were...
I never fucking told you my mother's fucking name.
It must be written down somewhere.
Who are you?
I'm nobody. No, you know what? I should probably...
Oh my God, you're one of those... Holy shit.
What? What?
You're one of those goons. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. My kid can't lose her grandmother and her mother in the same night. You'll ruin my daughter's life.
I'm not gonna kill you.
You're some kind of mob guy, aren't you? This is about my cousin Danny, isn't it? Because Danny is in the mob, isn't it? Listen to me. If you're out to get Danny for some fucking mafia vendetta thing, it's not going to work. Killing me won't hurt him. I don't matter to him. I haven't seen him in years.
I'm not here to hurt you. I promise.
Oh, sure. You want me to let my guard down and then you'll snap my neck.
I'm not gonna snap your neck.
This is about Danny, isn't it?
No.
This is about Danny, isn't it?
No.
Stop lying to me. You're lying just like you lied to your wife about your fucking son. You're here about Danny, aren't you?
Yes. Don't get that shotgun. Please don't. I don't want this to get out of hand.
Out of hand?
I know it's only rock salt, but you can put my eye out. I'm not here to hurt you. I'm here to help you, I think.
Oh, sure. Just like you helped those 4 people in Perth Amboy, right? Right?
That was different.
Sure it was.
I work for your cousin Danny sometimes.
Shut up.
I think he cares about you. What's funny?
You're lying. Of course you're lying. You don't know Danny at all. Danny only cares about Danny. He doesn't care about me. He couldn't give two shits about me.
He must.
Stop lying! The only person who cares about me is dying in a hospital bed right now.
What about your kid?
She cares about me because I feed her. My Uncle Otto cares about me because I give him free cognac.
Sandy, I promise I'm not here to hurt you. It's just that Danny
Stop
wanted...
saying his fucking name! You're just using my story. Fuck you and your fucking lies. Fuck your fucking miserable wife and dead kid. If you're gonna kill me, get it over with. Just spare me the bullshit, okay?
I understand this is a shock.
Fuck you!
I understand.
Fuck you!
I'm trying.
Fuck you more! Either kill me or get out!
I'm not even supposed to be talking to you. I was just supposed to make the drop and leave, but I fell through the porch, and my wife's note, and you look so lonely.
Okay, fine. Don't kill me. Just get out.
I need you to understand.
Fuck you and good night.
Lou Costello.
What did you say?
Lou Costello. That's what Danny used to call you when you were a fat little kid. Lou Costello.
Mr. Winters.
Yeah.
Why didn't Danny come to my dad's funeral?
He didn't feel welcome, maybe?
Fair enough. But if dear cousin Danny cares about me so much, why didn't he help me? Why didn't he do something when my shithead husband was abusing my daughter?
Maybe he did.
He actually cared. How come he... What?
Maybe, recently, he's been keeping an eye on you. Maybe when he heard about the cops at your front door, maybe he arranged for Harley to have an accident so he couldn't hurt you guys no more.
Danny fucked up Harley's brakes? You fucked up Harley's brakes? Oh my god, that is so awful! That is the worst fucking thing I've ever heard. Holy shit! Thank you, by the way. I really think he would have killed us both. Okay, so if Danny cares, how come he hasn't shown his face to me once after all these years?
I don't know. We're not friends. I'm an employee. I've only heard bits and pieces of your story over the years. Maybe, probably, he just wants to keep you safe.
Okay, so why are you here? You were visiting your son across the street, so you just happened to drop by?
No, it's the reverse. Visiting my son was extra.
Okay, so you're here, so what? You're here to tell me that a guy who knocked me up and abandoned me thinks I'm just peachy? Have a wonderful Christmas? You're here for that?
No, I'm here for this. It's for you.
What is this, a fucking horse's head?
Yeah, I tried. It wouldn't fit.
What the fuck? What is this? What? Why?
Danny wants to help with the medical bills.
How much is in here?
I was told not to look in the bag. $20,000.
Who are you, Clarence, my fucking guardian angel?
Oh no, I ain't going to heaven. I'm not even supposed to be talking to you.
So Danny actually remembers me?
Yeah, of course. It's just that he's a private kind of guy and he likes to control what... I'm not supposed to be saying any of this. I messed up here. I am in so much trouble. I met Danny at the Little King. You were right. It was a front. He quit to start his own business. He took me with him. I do things for him.
Like drop off bags of money and fuck up motorcycle brakes?
Yeah. I'm not even supposed to be talking to you. I was just supposed to drop the money inside the door and leave. But I fell through the porch. And my wife's note. And you were at my son's funeral. And you asked me to stay. Ah, Danny's gonna be so pissed at me.
Well, what am I supposed to do now?
Well, you seem like a nice lady. My advice, don't pay off all your bills all at once. Spread it out so people don't ask questions.
Don't you dare tell him he's Dixie's father.
Oh, I wouldn't do that.
It's not even true. I made it all up. It's all bullshit. It just made for a better story. If you tell Danny about Dixie, I swear I'll burn this money in the fucking furnace.
I won't.
Promise me.
I promise.
Great. You're a bigger liar than I am.
Ah, fuck.
Hey, if you tell Danny about Dixie, I swear I'll tell the police about you and Harley's brakes. I swear to Christ I'll do it.
Now listen, I'm trying to be a good guy here. You don't want to be making me nervous.
I swear to Christ I'll call the police.
Careful now. We don't want this to get out of hand. There's nothing in it for me to tell Danny any of this. I'm not even supposed to be talking to you. And I don't want to screw up this new job I got with him, so... Hey, tell you what. I'll make a deal with you.
What?
I promise I won't tell Danny about Dixie if you promise you will never, ever tell anybody that I came in here and talked to you like I wasn't supposed to.
You'd really get in trouble for that?
You might say that.
Like real trouble, like mafia kind of trouble? Okay. It's a deal. It's a deal. But listen, as long as you're here, I have a couple questions for you. Give me a minute here. I'll have to get that.
Thank you for coming to Dugan's Backyard Playhouse. We hope you all enjoyed Irish Goodbye. And watch your step on the way.